Environment is stronger than willpower. Environment. What you got to do is you got to get yourself in that kind of environment where you feel like, man, I can't wait to get to that spin class. Oh, man, yes. You feel motivated, right? You feel inspired. And then you're going to inspire those around you because you're going to become the source of good emotions everywhere that you go. Because if you constantly feel good, there's a good book called the Bible that says that the mouth speaketh out of the overflow of the heart. So, if you have a lot of good emotions in your heart, it's just going to come out of you. That's why I can't hear a word you're saying, because who you are is coming across so loudly. And a lot of times, it's not about the message, guys. It's about the messenger. Right? But we can't just keep doing the same thing that we've been doing and expecting a different result. We all know what that definition is. I don't even have to say it. But a lot of us, that's what we're doing. And I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I mean, look what's out there. Look at the options. We got modules. We got these cookie cutter generic programs. We got these, corporate training programs. You think I didn't sign up for these corporate communications programs? I was desperate. I lived like that for decades. I tried all that. So I don't blame you.
Your same course, I think I saw one for like $687. I'm like, why?
600? No, I paid thousands for somebody. That's nothing. I paid like thousands of dollars for 2-day training over here, 2-day training over there. I would fly out, go to Miami. I'll go over, buy another course. Oh my God, no, I was desperate. Because I was lonely too. I was lonely. I was like, but so I don't blame you. I don't blame you guys. Like, you didn't know, but I will tell you though, what I provide here at Atlanta Public Speaking is very different. And that's why I have to keep it curated and I have to keep it intimate, small group. The kind of transformation I provide, I can't pack this like sardines. Because what I do is I give people time and attention and a lot of hands-on training and coaching while you're speaking. And you're being videotaped. It's a cool experience. Yeah, go ahead.
So how does that translate to like a larger crowd if we're just training with a small group?
It definitely translates. Actually, the larger crowds are going to be easier because you're going to be a little disconnected. You're going to have some room where the lights, the stage is over there. Usually you're on the platform. You're going to feel a little elevated. So it's easier to speak to larger crowds. The smaller groups are going to give you a little more intensity, but even those are easy. Everything is easy. All communication. So this is a 360 communication course. This is where we come into a class and we train on everything. Like if you're going to be on a podcast, we would simulate some of that inside the class. Because I got to give you time up here. Part of the thing that a lot of programs are not doing is they're just not giving people enough time to develop. And this is where I put myself out of the way. I could be here and talking head all day long, but I already know I got the skill to do it. It's one thing for me to be like, okay, I believe I'm great at speaking, but can you get other people to be great at speaking? Because some people are great at their art, but like if you ask them to like teach it or actually get you to do it, they can't do that part. They're not good transference of skills. They don't have that part down. They don't know how to teach. So they'll talk a lot. Oh, this is what I did. This is how you do it. But like you're just like, oh, that doesn't mean I have to do it. Okay, you just demonstrated to me on the easel pad that you could do it. Right. Thumbs up. Why do you know you could do it? You're the Jedi. That's why I came to you. But your methods of teaching is, you didn't do nothing for me except I took more notes. And I got inspired and it was a butt camp experience. I'm over there sitting on my butt. Y'all want a true boot camp experience or another butt camp experience? So that's the things I start asking myself is like, man, you can't be doing that to people. You gotta like give them a feeling, give them an experience.
Not
right?
just feed them information. They can actually do this.
Information. Forget about information. Transformation, not information. And transformation only happens through like having a real world kind of a approach where we are literally putting together scenarios that happen in real life. Meaning like, okay, if you're single, like, okay, so I'm trying to like be more confident and approach, you know, someone at the club or at Starbucks, or if you're on Zoom, like here I am Monday morning on the Zoom call, and then there's all these little video cameras, and that's my teammates, and there's my boss, there's my manager, and it's like, okay, let's simulate those. Let's get creative. We can simulate that, and we put you on video. We simulate like how does it really go down when you're with friends? When you're with friends, there's nothing scripted, but sometimes people like you feel social anxiety when it depends on what kind of friends are in the room. So that how can you strip that away so that you feel good in all speaking situations when even friends of higher status join the luncheon or they walk into the room? How can you feel confident even during those moments? So we simulate everything and we practice it. And sometimes I leave people up here for like 30 minutes. And I teach things like how to string together information, how to get rid of that scotoma. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. Like every single one of you, if you decide to join the program, you're going to come to a place very quickly to be like, oh my God, I've just been transformed into an Energizer bunny of communications. I have so much content in me. It was actually always there, but there was a scotoma. Because one of the first things we're going to do is remove the scotoma. Because you got to have stuff to say. That's one of the first things. Like, we got to have something to say. And we don't have time to be going to ChatGPT and, okay, let me get the script. Okay, you already forgot what it said. So we got to have stuff to say. And well, the first thing we got to do is we got to remove the scotoma. Okay? So now I'm like, oh, now I got all this stuff to say. You'd be surprised, actually. Every single one of you, you'd just be talking endlessly. Just becoming like, oh my goodness, I am a talking ninja. They can't, like, I actually don't even know how to shut up anymore. That's good. That's what we want you. We want you to be, then we can always curtail it. We can bring it down. But first, let's give you stuff to say. And I'm not going to give you stuff to say. I'm just going to remove the barrier so that the stuff that you've been collecting, like a little squirrel, since you were little, is just going to be like, oh, I got access to all this. Oh my God. Your retention, by the way, is going to go through the roof. One of the biggest advantages as the information keeps doubling and tripling and more technology comes at us is the ability to learn faster. And that's another advantage of having it by being inside the program. You're going to be able to learn faster. Because once you get out of your own way and you're totally present, everybody say, I got to be where my feet are at. Once you are where your feet are at, you're totally present, you're going to be able to absorb more information and learn faster. So just having that alone is going to be like, okay, now I got a lot of stuff to say. But then that's just part of it. Then it's also like, how do I say it? How do I merge that into the belief systems? How do I put it all together? And then how can I make it come across in every area of my life? If I'm on a date, if I'm on a job interview, we simulate that in the class as well. If I'm at a conference, if I'm at a church, if they ask me to speak out of the blue, if it's unscripted, if I'm on a podcast, guys, just your speech preparation time is going to be radically reduced. You're never going to be just going through the old techniques of just, okay, let me feed a ChatGPT, a PowerPoint, and all right, it's going to give you something, but like, it's just going to sound a little robotic when you do it that way. When you got to have that human element, you got to have the spirit, the emotion to back it up. And it's going to give you really cool powers. Now, when you marry that with ChatGPT, you're just going to be like at another level at your company. We got people getting promotions all the time. Sometimes it happens within the first month. Because, guys, if I unleash you to be your full charismatic self, you're going to be very, very different. Your experience of this world is going to be very different. Just walking into a room, you're going to have opportunities come to you left, right, and center just by the force of your magnetic personality. And there's a difference between guessing and knowing. I think I'm doing pretty good. I think I'm good in front of the camera. Well, how about if you have a peer-to-peer feedback that they'll tell you? We're going to keep it real with each other. Hey, take one, take two. Which one y'all like better? How about you have a coach right there that's been doing this for 13 years, trained eye, that can also give you tweaks. So you got a lot of different advantages inside the program. And how about if we make it fun too? So that way we're not just like, today is more about you guys sitting, meet the coach kind of experience. But inside the program, it's not like that. Not at all. It's very different. We're going to shift this whole thing around, and you're going to be the star of the show. You're going to be speaking a lot, and I'm going to have you speaking from different angles, sometimes you'll be sitting and speaking, because sometimes that's how it goes down in the real world. But I'm going to show you different power movements when you're sitting, I mean, there's so many things that you guys are going to learn, and it's going to totally lift the scales, because no other public speaking program breaks it down like this. Because I don't think anybody has had quite my experience for decades. I mean, I know I've taken so many public speaking programs. I know what's out there. So I'm pretty confident. I know that I got something very, very special here.